of a certain type of energy, you want balance.
Yeah.
And I cannot stress that enough to anybody.
I would highly endorse that as well. I mean, I'm a very gray practitioner in a way. I incorporate many different aspects, but I do have my ultimate goal, which is preserving this world for as long as possible because, my divine parents, as I call them, because Divine Mother Kali Ma and Odin. So when I know that working with the dead, things do get colder. Um, but when working with some bad spirits, they also get colder. So is there a way to discern the difference between like you're just the dead are just around you and you just have a connection to them between like there's spirits that are actually trying to attach to you and harm you? Is there a way to tell? Because I know from just in this room, I have quite a few things from like graveyards, grave dirt,
Mm,
basically. And this room gets very cold
mm,
but I don't feel like it's a negative force.
mm.
So is there a way to tell between, a communication link and a negative force trying to harm you?
Actually, yes. You see, if you're like me
Mhm.
and you have like all types of vessels
Mhm.
that you work with, okay, and some of my vessels are not the most positive things in the world, okay, they're kind of negative. One's actually allegedly demonic, but I don't pick up nothing demonic from it. It's just a human's vessel that's very angry.
Uh-huh.
I will use what happened to me this evening from my bed. You could be sitting there or standing doing minding your own business, and you just out of the blue just feel very sad, very depressed, suicidal even. Chances are that just might be a negative spirit or negative entity, trying to get to you. Even if even if you just become suddenly quick to anger, even just for no reason for any negative emotion.
Mhm.
And what I like to do to help get rid of those emotions is if you have it, use Florida water. That's like one of the best things in the world.
Ooh, talking about Florida water, the best Florida water is actually made by practitioners, and this has very little of the ingredients in it. It's the kind you can buy online. This Florida water,
That's
but I
the
found
kind I have.
Huh, that's what you have? Yeah,
Yeah.
it of course we know that they're really cheap, but they're also very diluted, but they still work. I
Mm,
found that Florida water, I got 3 bottles of this right now, but I found that it actually works. And there's a lot of talk online about how you have to get it done by an actual practitioner, not industrialized. But I found that even stuff like this actually works, which is amazing because it's cheap.
yeah.
Um, yeah, it's very useful for. I mean, I've offered to voodoo spirits Florida water, and I've been able to clear spaces with Florida water. And on that same topic of Florida water, is there any recommendations you would have for people that are just trying to protect their room or their place of living in general? Like a lot of the time, I will make my own holy water. I will add Himalayan pink salt and purified water together and stir it, and then I'll meditate and focus white light into that water. Then I'll put it around the house, and then
Mm-hmm.
it'll actually feel like there's this there's this immediate like presence of protection. Is there something that you use for your own space that you could share?
Yes, I actually like using two different things for my own space for the whole house.
Hmm.
I'll sprinkle Florida water throughout the whole house, and I also will sprinkle whole hyssop or
What's
hyssop.
that?
The hyssop herb Holy Hyssop spelled Hyssop.
Okay.
It purifies and cleanses.
Do you
All,
ground it up in a mortar and pestle?
I don't. I don't like to grind it at all.
Uh huh.
You can use it as a floor sweep, or you could just sprinkle it on your carpets and just vacuum it up.
Mhm.
Work